Welcome back to Our Community. Susie Thomas visiting with Julia Dick and Dale Click. They're from the Stark County Fair. Dale, your position with the fair is you are in charge of the whole kit and caboodle, as they say.
No, not at all. I am just one of the senior fair board directors. Our president is Dave Schwartz, who wasn't able to be here today. Dave is kind of in charge of everything. I just have a couple things that I'm in charge of, the exhibition hall and the parking and things like that, as well as being on many other committees. But other than that, I'm not in charge of everything. It is truly a group effort by everyone involved on the senior fair board to make sure that this comes together. And as long as I can take care of just my small part, then everybody else take care of theirs. We're going to have a great fair.
What we experience next week is we see it, and it looks like one real busy week, but you work on this all year, right? Talk about the fair board a little bit.
Man, we have been working literally since last December on putting this fair together. And there's so much that goes into kind of putting this on, as far as you have to find entertainment. Then you think you find entertainment, and then you find out the entertainment can't come, or it's not agreeable for them to come at a certain time, or because they're somewhere else. So there's just so many moving parts that go into the fair. You're trying to coordinate with the junior fair to make sure that they can get all of their stuff there, and that we're putting our best foot forward to make sure that the junior fair is getting everything that they need. We're trying to make sure that all of our vendors that are going to be there are going to be happy with their spot. They're going to be happy with the gate turnout. They're going to be happy. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do, but we need to make sure that they're happy with the weather. And unfortunately, we can't do anything with the weather. Right. But, it's kind of all these moving parts get put together, and if everybody just takes their job and kind of puts their best foot forward in their job, usually it goes off pretty well. And our hope is that people come to the fair and go, wow, they just they throw this together and it looks so easy. I hope that it looks easy, but believe me, it's not.
Yeah.
Well, no. And not only do we have the people that work on the fair, and we don't want to say it's our fair, it's your fair. It's Stark County's fair. It has been a family tradition for generations. 167 years. It started in downtown Canton, and it's just amazing what we've evolved to. We're really considered one of the largest agricultural-based fairs in the state of Ohio, so we're one of the big ones, and we hold on to a lot of those traditions, but yet we have new things every year, too. So,
speaking of tradition...
go ahead.
Military Appreciation Day is a big one, isn't it?
Absolutely. That is new this year, and we are so proud to honor our military this year on Labor Day Monday, which is September 5th. It's free for anyone with a military ID to come into the fair all day, free gate admission. Again, thank you for your service to all of our military out there. It is our pleasure to do this, and we certainly hope a lot of families will take advantage of that thing. And I also want to say a big thank you. It's not just the fair board and the participants, it's the people that come to the fair. We have quite a few members of our community, the businesses and individuals and the politicians that really support the fair every single year, whether it's buying a booth or whether it's buying one of the livestock auction animals, all the way up to Danbury, who's helping with our senior activities this year, and of course Progressive Chevrolet that came in a big way this year. Our hat is off to them for really saying, hey, we've got a family tradition at Progressive Chevrolet. We want to match that with the family traditions that take place at the fair. So thank you, Progressive Chevrolet and the Chevy network of dealers. So again, thank you to the buyers that come out and support the junior fair activities. That's the reason we are the number one for sales for livestock, is because the buyers from the community, and again, it's their way of sponsoring and giving back.
You have thought of all kinds of neat details this year, like the shuttling.
Oh,
that makes a difference to people, doesn't it? Talk about that.
I do want to tell people, a lot of times people are reluctant to come because they have a little bit of difficulty getting around, but we have plenty of handicap parking. And we have, of course, the reduced price admission during Wednesday and Thursday up until 2 o'clock. But we also have a little shuttle service that takes you from the parking lot to the gates and from the gates to the key areas within the fair. So I think that's very helpful to people to get around the fair.
And seniors, they can take advantage of the reduced price days.
Right.
But you've also got some special things for seniors.
We do. It's usually on Tuesday through Friday. They start at 10 o'clock in the pavilion area. And then on Thursday, September 3rd, it's at 2 p.m. in the pavilion. So I think there's a lot of fun things that are going to take place. So come on down. And I think that just kind of leads me right to the pavilion entertainment. By the way, that's free with your admission ticket. And I want to kind of mention some of the great acts that we have in the pavilion. It's a great time to grab a hamburger, sit down in the pavilion. We have the Hall of Fame Chorus Barbershop Quartet. We have the Classic Country Band. We have Shooter Sharp and the Shootouts. They're a brand new band in town. They're some old-time Western music. We have the Ohio Weather Band, backed by popular demand. The Sondland Sisters, Amanda Jones and the Family Band. Some people will recognize the Stockdale Family Band, Erica Dawn, Tear Down the Walls, and just every single day it's a back-to-back schedule in the pavilion.
Oh, my goodness.
I do
and
wanna
that's
say,
all
yeah,
free once
it
you're
sure
in,
is.
yes?
So the best thing to do is to check the schedule for when everything is happening.
How do we do that?
We have a schedule online, starkcountyfair.com. Just download the schedule, print it out, or grab a schedule at the gate. You'll see what's happening every single day of the fair.
The rides is a big part of it for the kids. But there's got to be some concern as far as safety. What kinds of things do you go through to make sure that all the fairgoers remain safe while they're riding these rides?
Well, I'm not on the ride committee, but I do know last year was the first year that I was on the fair board, and I do know that the ride company comes in, puts up all of the rides, and then they are inspected. Before anybody can get on any of the rides. They make sure that they're thoroughly inspected and that the rides are clean, that they're safe, that everything is going to hopefully go off without a hitch as far as the rides are concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And
what rides
that's by the state of Ohio inspectors. It's not the ride inspectors themselves, obviously, but the state of Ohio has people that actually come out and certify that the rides are safe. So we'll do everything in safety is an utmost concern of ours. So, that's a daily occurrence that the rides are inspected at the beginning of the fair week, and any problems whatsoever are taken care of immediately.
Mm-hmm. What rides can we look forward to?
Oh my.
Jeez. Of course, there's going to be a Ferris wheel. Mm-hmm. Usually, I'm not a big ride goer because they make me sick. But I see a lot of stuff down there that goes around really fast. So if you're into going around really fast, that's going to be the place for you to go. Maybe I'm the wrong person to talk
Dale,
about the rides.
that's kind of a funny way. But I do think we have it. Well, and it's for everybody. The kids, obviously, the kids love the rides. But we have the kiddie rides for the little ones. So I think that parents should really come out during the day. There's tons of rides for the wee little ones. Mm-hmm. So there's kiddie rides, and then there's, of course, the big adult rides, and that goes well on to the evening. It's really kind of, that's kind of the exciting and glitz and glamour part of the fair down there, where the lights and the food and it's just a really fun atmosphere.
You've both been involved with the county fair for some time, so it obviously is very important to you. Why? What is important about this kind of an event that brings the community together and serves us in a way that other kinds of events don't?
Well, I think when I say that it's truly one of the last family-centered activities, it's going to be a place that you're going to be able to come with your family, whether you have little ones or you have teenagers or if you have grandkids, that you can walk through and you're going to be able to look at the livestock. You're going to be able to go talk about, look at canning. A lot of kids today might not know what canning is really all about, but if they're walking through there with their grandma, you're going to share some stories with grandma about how she used to can or still cans. And one of the things that's heartfelt to me is, the fair's been going on for 167 years. I remember going to the fair as a little kid and my grandpa talking about how he used to come from his house in Richville in a wagon. And they would pack a sandwich lunch, and there's a tree out at the fairgrounds in the north parking lot, and he said we would always try to get there early to get under the tree so that we could go walk around the fair, and then we would go have our lunch under the tree, and then they would go back in and spend the day at the fair. My dad was involved in the fair. My aunts and uncles, my cousins. It was truly a family thing for me. Yeah. And now passing it on to my daughter. So, for me, it's kind of one of those soft spots that it's something that that resonates through my family, for literally generations, and not just my immediate family, my cousins, and on down the line. So it's something that when I go there, I'm going to see my aunts, uncles, my cousins, friends, farmers' friends, whatever. Yeah. That's one of the things that resonates with me. And I think even if you are someone that doesn't necessarily have that agricultural connection of that you exhibited at the fair, a lot of just fond memories of kids going to the fair, walking through with their families. And it's a place that you can take your kids and really enjoy everything that's going on with the fair. It's not like you're just going to an amusement park. We have an amusement park aspect. We have the 4-H run milkshake stand. You can go get your kid a milkshake. We have canning that you talked about, arts, crafts, down to the 4-H. I mean, there's just so much to offer, and it's truly one of the things that you can go there and spend an entire day taking in all of it and really enjoy some family time with each other.
Yeah, it really harkens back to a simpler time, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Julia,
lovely.
for you, so when you learn something about, you need to learn about something to market it. So as you've been learning about the fair through how many years of working on their marketing?
It's been about 13 years that I've been involved with the fair.
What's been surprising to you?
I don't think there's any surprises. I think it just gets in your blood. And like Dale, my father he just passed away last year at 94. He's still, in the last couple of years he spent with us, would really reminisce about the fair and how important it was to their family as well. They were dairy farmers. And, and he just remembers the harness racing. And I think it just evokes a lovely sense when you're there of community. So for me, I absolutely love every part of it. I love even planning it well in advance. So, and also, I can't believe how many of our community are involved, even from the radio station. WNPQ is so generous to us and you give away tickets. You help us with complimentary advertising sometimes. So, and just even being on this program, we appreciate being part of something that the community loves.
Taking a look at the activities, I don't see Demolition Derby.
Oh my! How could we forget?
Is that happening? Or is
yes.
Okay.
Well, let me do the rundown. We have two. In fact, the Demolition Derby is so popular at the fair that we have it 2 nights. We have it on Sunday night. That starts at 7:30, and we also have one on Monday afternoon. That's Labor Day Monday. That is probably one of the most popular enduring events at the fair. People absolutely love it, and you'll see people of all ages, all backgrounds. It is the most fun.
Why? Why do we love seeing cars crash into each other?
I don't know, but I just happened to think of something with our sponsor being Progressive Chevrolet. I wonder if they would put some kind of brand new car into the Demolition Derby. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Could you talk them into that?
I don't think I could talk them into it. But the Demolition Derby is one of those things. It's just... It's corny, but
it's
man, it's fun.
You
get to. I mean, there's something about cars crashing into each other that people love
in a safe way. How do you keep them safe?
Right. Well, they have all kinds of safety regulations, but it's like the truck pulls. I don't think people realize these are the big time truck pulls. This is the Ohio State Tractor Puller Association, the sanctioned tractor pulls on. That's the OSTPA on Friday. Then we have the NTPA on Saturday. Those are the big guys, and it is amazing to watch these trucks. So I think, again, it's just something that's really enjoyable and fun.
Okay, the fair. Give us the dates that it takes place.
Starts next week, August 30th. That's Tuesday. Runs 7 days through Labor Day, September 5th.
Okay.
Gates open at 8 o'clock in the morning. Rides go to almost 11 every night. StarkCountyFair.com for all the information. And you can find us on Facebook and Twitter as well.
Perfect. You do have time to really quick run down the schedule so that everybody can pick what nights they definitely want to be there.
All right. Tuesday night, we have the official opening ceremonies followed by the Stark County High School band shows. You can hardly find a seat at that time. 5:15 and 7:30, those are high school band shows. Wednesday, we have harness racing at noon. These are the big shows in the grandstand. Wednesday night, we have Mr. Speed, the world's best Kiss tribute. Going to be a great concert at 8 o'clock. On Thursday, we again harness racing at noon. Thursday night, we have the Broken Horn Rodeo. That is also a PBR sanctioned rodeo. Those are the big time guys. You'll be able to really see some big time rodeo.
Wow.
Friday and Saturday, Friday night, tractor and truck pull. Saturday night, tractor and truck pull. Free tractor pull on Saturday at 11. Sunday night, derby. Monday afternoon, derby. And then we also have 2 horse shows, one on Sunday at 10 o'clock in the morning and one on Monday at 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh, is the Garden Tractor Pull. That's the big lineup.
That is awesome. All right. Website one more time.
StarkCountyFair.com.
Dale Click, Julia Dick, thank you so much for what you're doing for our community.
Thank you very much,
Susie.